So, again, the students asked, they said, you don't have a lot of Gumdo videos up there. It's true, I don't have a lot of Gumdo videos. I didn't put all the forms up yet. There wasn't really the need. I haven't had more than a few students that were interested in it, and it was more one-on-one type stuff. But at any rate, I still enjoy Gumdo as the Korean Eastern fencing martial art, as opposed to Western fencing with foils. But Eastern fencing with the bamboo, and creating my own dummy over there in the corner there for the bamboo out of padding and such a thing. But you do have the mukdo, the wood swords, as opposed to the jukdo, the bamboo swords. And training with this, it's obviously, it doesn't have as much resistance, it doesn't spring like the bamboo sword would, and it's actually it feels a little bit more realistic. Obviously, you're swinging a sword. Now, obviously, if you're not doing carpet cutting or bamboo cutting, with a real sword, it's how you get the training with it if you're not actually training with someone else, an actual partner wearing pads with a wood sword. But here we go, good old Bob. And you can use this on Bob without cutting Bob up if you just are a little careful. And as long as you have a heavy wooden sword, this one has a little heft to it, as opposed to the other one over there would probably break in half if I swing it on this thing or whatever hard. But you get one that has a little heft to it. It's starting to have some cracks here on the base or whatever. I've been using it for a while, but yeah, it'll last a long while, and you can get some practice in with that. So enough talking. Didn't have a video for this sword, and sometimes I do like to smack around Bob with it. So thought I would show some just basic hitting that you can do with it. So chariot, command, hold up, and of course grabbing at the top, the hilt, where the line is, where the blade begins, blade facing that way. Bottom hand, the very bottom part of your hand cups the bottom of it, the rest of it's grabbing the actual bottom of the sword. And slightly up on the back foot in your ready stance. You should be just a natural, comfortable stance. Truthfully, you want to be natural and comfortable because you have to, like cat-like, quickly react to whatever's coming, whether it's to block, and then come down and counter-strike, block, counter-strike, block, counter-strike, block, counter-strike, block, counter-strike, block, whatever. Even block or coming upward strikes. There's all sorts of things you can do. So, but holding the sword, somewhat important as well. That's how you really have to hold it. But so striking, striking on, and you can actually feel a pull on it. You can pull all the way down, feel what it's like to actually cut through. Okay, and that's a different effect. These swords are meant for slicing, obviously, not hacking swords. So in real life, it would be more like, just a quick across, and there would be a deep cut with them, or across the neck, or But when you actually hit a Bob with it, it gets your hands used to the kind of grip that you need, especially if you don't even have the grip, which I don't have on this one, and then you have to really grip it hard. Of what it would take to actually hold the sword. And yes, it doesn't weigh as much as a real sword, that's true, but this gets you started, and this one actually has a good 10 pounds, about 15 pounds on it, as opposed to a full sword, which is close to 30 or 40. But still, anyways. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. So, I don't know why I finally make a video, and this happens. But I've had this for a long time, believe it or not. That does not normally happen. But at any rate, it was at least a year on this one. But you get the idea, you can do cuts on it. And I haven't really damaged Bob other than his face, but that was for self-defense, scratching and stuff. So you can actually come down with some heft to it. And you can practice. You do it slow-mo as well, high block and then strike. You can be stepping back, or you can be high blocking, stepping through. As they show in movies, the guy quickly runs up, and he cuts through them, that kind of thing, or whatever. When you're cutting through carpet or bamboo, generally speaking, you're going to come up and you're going to come downwards in a diagonal slash, trying to cut through if you're cutting through multiple ones, but it's somewhat of a diagonal slash anyway, which works with the neck, So, okay, or head, okay, and you get used to swinging the sword, even in upwards motions across the chest, or actually more appropriately, where what they call the chinks in the armor would be under the armpits. Good to stab. Of course, right here they do wear actual in full uniform. They would have a blocking thing for right here in the neck, but it can still be painful to come up and push pressure on your jugular there that could leave you winded. So quick straight, coming down, or running through, or that sort of thing. Can be useful. Now, of course, you can do twirling as well. All right, so twirling, one-handed attacks. Okay, you can whip it around, and you can get more devastating effects with power. But most importantly, basically showing no fear. You run in, okay. You want to be bold in your attack. He might kill you, but you're going to kill him too. And that's kind of the honor that they had with it. Is that you quickly do your block, counter strike if you want to win. 9 times out of 10, the person who strikes first isn't the one who walks away. So anyway. That sort of thing, for fun. And I swear, this is only in the video. All right. Stay tuned for next week, and I'll try and do more videos with more of my weapons. If there's any I missed, I'm looking around still. Thank you.